For our top stories, Legislative Assembly probes potential amendments to DLSU Student Handbook. Manibela holds 3-day transport strike against inaccurate PTMP consolidation figures. DLSU advances campus renovations with new elevator constructions. Good day, Lasallians. I am Pauline de la Cruz, keeping you up to date on the top headlines. And you're watching Archer's Recap. The Legislative Assembly conducted discussions on probable revisions to the DLSU Student Handbook addressing key issues on student welfare. For more details, Jana has a report.
In its 4th and 5th regular session last March 19 and 26, the Legislative Assembly issued an inquiry regarding potential amendments to the DLSU Student Handbook. Attended by various representatives from previous batch governments, the DLSU Commission on Disability Inclusion, Anakbayan Vito Cruz, Kabataan Party List Vito Cruz, Council of Student Organizations, Culture and Arts Office, Student Media Office, and DLSU Sports. Both sessions addressed issues on several university policies. First, DLSU's lack of recognition for civil youth groups was discussed in line with the hindrance of political activities and stigmatization of student activism showing misalignment to the zero-tolerance policy. Additionally, concerns on campus facilities and filing grievances against discriminatory remarks were raised in pushing for inclusivity for persons with disabilities. Finally, the LA touched on the need for the abolishment of disqualifying students with failing grades from Latin honors. This is Jana Terek reporting for Archer's Recap. Back to you, Pauline.
Thank you, Jana. Transport Group Manibela held a transport strike to protest against inaccurate consolidation figures in the PTMP. Jury has a report.
Transport Group Manibela held a transport strike last March 24 to 26 to protest against false statistics in the Public Transport Modernization Program or PTMP. Under the PTMP, franchise consolidation is considered necessary, and the LTFRB reported an 86% consolidation rate for public utility vehicles or PUVs after the deadline for consolidation. However, Manibela chairperson Marval Buena fired back against these figures and called them inaccurate, stating that only 43% of PUVs were truly consolidated, while the remaining vehicles have not been approved for consolidation. This was later confirmed by Department of Transportation Secretary Vince Dizon. With less than half of PUVs properly consolidated, Dizon concurs that implementation of the PTMP should not be rushed on the national level, and he's open to dialogue with Manibela to address their concerns about the program. The deadline for franchise consolidation lapsed last April 30, 2024. This is Jury Lobo reporting for Archer's Recap. Back to you, Pauline.
DLSU continues to enhance campus facilities with ongoing elevator constructions. Sam has a report.
The Office of Campus Development announced that the construction of elevators in St. Joseph and St. Miguel halls is in progress with completion expected by October 31 this year. Study spaces in St. Joseph Hall will be restricted during construction. In light of this, students are encouraged to use the study area in St. Mutian Marie Hall, which became accessible last March 8. Meanwhile, the replacement of Passenger Elevator 4 at Brother Andrew Gonzalez Hall, which began on April 25, 2024, remains unfinished past its February 28 target, leaving it out of service. Moreover, a portion of the proposed 3% tuition fee increase for academic year 2025 to 2026 will be allocated to fund the elevator improvements, with pending approval from University President Brother Bernard Oka FSC and the Commission on Higher Education. This is Sam Nicolas reporting for Archer's Recap. Back to you, Pauline.
Thank you, Sam. And that is all for the latest and hottest updates. Thank you for tuning in to Archer's Recap. For more news updates, follow our Facebook page at Archer's Network. This has been Pauline de la Cruz reporting for Arch News. Animo Lasal.